Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy DonDon Gaming here, back with another video. Today, 2K had dropped the blog post for Season 6. Heard a lot of mixed feelings about these reward cards and the content that we should be seeing this season, so let's get on into it and see what we got. So, Jason Tatum looks like he's kind of the color athlete. The image for the season looks pretty dope though. The zero gravity concept, very dope. 2K, definitely give props on that one. This video we're just gonna discuss over the MyTeam stuff, so we're gonna skip all the park stuff. If you want to, I'll pause right here for a little bit just so any of my park players out there want to look at this real quick. I'll let y'all look at it. But for this video is mostly gonna be based off of MyTeam. So scrolling down here, we got all new MyTeam updates. So first of all, that actually means nothing. I just read that just says we're getting 9 overall dark matter rewards spread out throughout the mode. So basically, we kind of all assume that though we're getting dark matters in every single rewards cards basically. So there's that. So that's nothing to worry about. So going off playoff moment agendas, all year my team has brought what's going to be NBA 2K moments players. Right now, you can finish the Ja Morant ones before April 12th, which is next Tuesday. But because once the play-in tournament begins for the NBA, moments and players will be changing. Okay, that's very intriguing. For the NBA 2K22 my NBA playoffs, my team will be following the action with new lifetime agenda groups for each round. These groups will expand a postseason game are all played for you to match stat lines and play along with your collection. After the conclusion of the play-in tournament and the subsequent rounds, the agenda groups will be completed with the moments card for all the teams moving on into the playoffs. Not gonna lie, that's absolutely confusing like crazy to me. But what it kind of sounds like is that we're gonna see moments cards obviously, but I guess it looks like it's gonna be based off more of like the play-in, and I'm guessing once the people that win the play-in move into the playoffs, we'll see them probably get upgraded, like evolved or whatnot, to become like, let's say we get a diamond, we'll probably see them become a pink diamond. Opal, probably a dark matter, but that's very unlikely. But that's my guess is what that means, but I'm not 100% sure. Moving on to zero gravity but so many rewards. This season also starting next week, which is next Monday. 25 new rewards players will begin dropping in MyTeam on Monday, April 11th. Get started with a 74 overall gold Giannis. He's gonna be glitchy like crazy. By far one of the most impressive rewards in MyTeam. This card is required to get you started on the 5-week journey. After Giannis, a new card will drop in MyTeam every weekday, so at least we're getting consistent content every week, it looks like. To earn it, you will need to complete an agenda using the previous day's card, with each card increasing in overall rating as you go. That's very interesting. Earn a new and familiar names, including cards from Lonzo Ball, Shaquille O'Neal, Luka Doncic, Devin Booker, and making his NBA 2K22 MyTeam debut, Smush Parker. Okay. With this event ending with a 99 overall dark matter card, basically kind of like Vince Carter, you will not want to get too far behind. Earning these players each day agendas will be easy, but some of these players will be powerful actions to make to your MyTeam lineups. Okay, so what this is seeming like is that it looks like every single day we're going to get a gold, every single Monday we're going to get a gold player. Then throughout that week we're going to be seeing each one of these cards. So I'm guessing this is like the first week of cards that we're going to get. We're probably going to see them get upgraded, as it says over here, increasing in overall. So I'm guessing since Johnson's a gold, Lonzo will probably be a sapphire, Luka will probably be a ruby, Devin Booker probably a diamond, I would assume, Shaq pink diamond or opal. Sorry, my goodness guys, I'm so slacking today. All these cards are basically going to be increasing overall between rubies, sapphires, amethyst, pink diamond, and opal. So I'm guessing the opals will probably fully lock in for the 99 dark matter. I would assume so. Now, there's probably gonna be like a vote at the end as to like who's gonna be the dark matter card for this, but definitely something that's gonna be very interesting. But no matter what, though, all these cards are probably gonna be really glitchy to have and like limited and stuff like that. But other than that, I don't think they're gonna be that worth it. Moving on, we got Invincible Dirk Nowitzki. Most people already knew we were probably gonna get Dirk Nowitzki this season just because of all the cards that already are in the game. So Dirk Nowitzki, we have no card art for him just yet, but we're getting Invincible Dirk Nowitzki as it's a 4,000 card collector. And also, as you collect the card collector, you also are able to get 80 free Hall of Fame badges of every single kind, which is good and bad at the same time. The reason why it's good is because you guys can literally, if you get 4,000 cards, you can just pick a card, like for instance, Michael Jordan Dark Matter, apply every single Hall of Fame badge onto him. That dude's going for like 500, 600K. thousand million. I don't know, but that dude's gonna be expensive. So definitely could be very intriguing as we get further on into the year. But yeah, I definitely think he's definitely gonna be worth it to get. But 4,000 cards is a lot of cards. So unless you're already like past like Alex English and Clyde Drexler, I would say just don't worry about going for Dirk Nowitzki. He's gonna be great. Like he's probably gonna get his jumper change and all that, but for 4,000 cards, that's a bit much. But moving on, we have Dark Matter Josh Giddey. Okay. So Zero Gravity, Season 6, level 40 card, and MyTeam is the Rookie of the Year. Made a great impression. Dark Matter Josh Giddey can lead your team when you reach level 40. Okay. So Josh Giddey, as most of you all know, he's 6'8" point guard in MyTeam. And he has a knack for making pressure passes with a 9 overall card, unlocking his full potential. Okay. So if we go to Josh Giddey, that we already have this year. He's a shooting guard point guard. He's 6'8", 7-foot wingspan. Not really many hot zones, 30 badges in total. This card is going to be a 9 overall. He's probably going to get all the finishing badges, or at least a good percent of them. He's going to get a lot of shooting badges. Playmaking badges are going to be Hall of Fame like crazy. His defense is also going to be elite. His stats are already pretty good with the 87 steal, 80 perimeter, 80 lateral quickness, 80 driving dunk. Playmaking is obviously going to be elite. Shooting is great. Speed's pretty good. So it's like, this card isn't even garbage, besides just in the badges. Like, stat-wise, everything's going to be obviously in the high 85s. But, like, if you look at his animations, hopefully, my fingers crossed, is that they're going to change his base, at least, because Jason Kidd base is really not that good. His shifty dribble style is definitely going to be elite. He's going to get Showtime dunks. Like, the dude's going to be definitely elite, especially for level 40 card. He's definitely going to be elite. So, definitely intrigued about that. That definitely is worth it. But moving on to the other Dark Matter cards that we're going to be seeing throughout the season. We have Unlimited Bob Nekolikli. Olikli? I don't know. Clutch Time 100 Win Reward, James Worthy. Clutch Time Wheel Spin, Albert King. Is that misprinted? That's supposed to pay Bernard King, but, you know, maybe I'm just reading, you know, I don't know. Ascension, Jerry Salone. Triple Threat Bolt, Richard Dumars. Triple Threat Online, Bradley Beal. NBA, MyTeam, why is it NBA? MyTeam Draft, Mac Calvin. Token Rewards, Dikembe Mutombo. Alright, so going through these cards. Bob, Unlimited. I did a little research before I made this video, and Bob, he's a 6'9". So I think for Unlimited, he's probably gonna be able to play power forward, small forward position. Will he be nice? Yes, but at the same time, you guys gotta remember, like, there's not much he's gonna really do for us, or at least on most people's lineups. If you go at 12 or 16, like, he's not gonna do nothing crazy, in my opinion. Like, they're gonna make him glitchy because he's a new card we haven't seen at all on my team, but at the same time, though, it's just having to do all that for this dude. Like, look at Powell that came out this season. He's a great card, but I'm like, how many teams is he on? Not many with all the cards that we have. So, you know, that's definitely lackluster. That's definitely not the greatest, but he still could be interesting. Going over Clutch Time, though, 100 wins, James Worthy. He's definitely going to be elite. If you look at the card that we have this year, James Worthy, power forward, small forward, 6'9", 7-foot wingspan. Good amount of badges, hot zones, basically from decent everywhere besides from the top of the key. Amazing finisher, decent shooter, meh. Playmaker, can't really do anything really. Great defender, stats are all around great. Jump shot 22. It would be interesting to see if they put this on quick or very quick. They're definitely going to give him either quick or shifty or fundamental dribble style, most likely. So, James Worthy, I think is definitely going to be worth that 100 wins. But the problem I would say about him, though, is that it's just a lot of these cards I'm saying they're going to be really, hey, I need to add this person to my team, just because it's just like we already have so many good small forwards, top small forwards in the game, and power forwards, you know. Clutch Time Wheel Spin, Albert King, he's 6'6". I did my research. 6'6". I'm like, he's probably gonna be able to play the small forward 2 guard or the point guard shooting guard, but I don't think he's gonna be nothing crazy. He's probably gonna be similar to like a Kobe or a Michael Jordan, if anything, probably. I would assume so, but you know, I could be, you know, that's probably just really putting the stakes high. But at the same time, y'all gotta remember is that with new cards that come out on my team, 2K love juicing everything. Crazy jump shot, crazy dribble sigs, crazy dunks, crazy stats, crazy badges. So most likely the dude's gonna be crazy. So do I think he's gonna be worth it? Not really, just because like he's 6'6" at the point guard shooting guard. So I'm like, with y'all having to be able to get like Manu, Oscar Robertson, and any other point guards, Tony Kukoc, that are all taller than him, you know, it's not gonna be nothing crazy. But he still could be interesting of a card. Ascension, Jerry Salone. Personally, I do think Jerry Salone is definitely gonna be a really, really nice 2 guard. Because if you look at his previous card that we've had this year, Jerry Stallone. This is the only card we have of him. 6'5", 6'8" wingspan. I'm like, the dude's crazy finishing, crazy shooting, crazy playmaking, and crazy. Like, the dude is crazy. This is just his Ruby card. Like, they're gonna increase his stats like crazy. He's gonna get a lot more Hoff badges and gold badges probably. His tendencies are literally perfect. His animation is jump shot 40, which is a really great base, especially if it's on very quick. And they give him shifty. I'm like, the dude's gonna be very, very nice with Ascension card. He's gonna be very nice. So I definitely would say Ascension so far, absolute W, I would say. Triple Death Vote, Richard Dumars. If y'all know about Richard Dumars from 2K21, y'all know that this dude has got to be insane. And here's our reasoning. We don't have a card of him this year, but going back to last year's Richard Dumars, we have had Flash 8, Richard Dumars, small 4 power forward, 6'7", 7'4" wingspan. He has 64 badges, hot zones everywhere from basically outside the key. The dude has great finishing, amazing shooting, every single playmaking badge, and all the important defensive badges on Hoff. Like, his tendencies are literally perfect. Perfect. Tendencies, perfect. Stats, perfect. Paul George base, very quick. Quick dribble style, Pro 2. You know, this dude came out in April 2nd. Right now we're on April 6th. When the season drops, it'll be April 8th. This dude that we're gonna see in the vault is gonna be glitchy, and I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna make him exactly like this. Besides decrease a couple Hoff badges, just because the way the state of the game is right now and how they want to make it balanced. But Richard Dumars or Dumas, I think he's definitely like one of the most worth it rewards cards y'all should grind for immediately. Bradley Beal, I'm like, Bradley Beal, he's just mad. Like, all our Wizard fans out there, great player, but if you guys look at the card he had this year, 6'3", 6'8" wingspan, hot zones everywhere, 54 gold badges, or 54 badges, mid finishing, amazing shooting, amazing playmaking, decent defense all around. Like, he's gonna be a really nice card, but I'm like, with Ray Allen based on very quick dribble style or slasher, quick dribble style or shifty, it's just that he's not gonna be that crazy besides just a really sharpshoot and maybe playmate. But you know, like I said, I would say, you know, all right, I'm just speaking off just what we already have, and plus just the history of Bradley Beal cards not being that good unless we get him earlier in the year. Because later on in the year, he's just not really that usable besides just to be a sharpshooter. So, but he could be very interesting though. He could be very interesting. Then we have the draft, Matt Calvin. The dude's 6 foot. I'm telling you guys right now, the dude is 6 foot in the draft mode. We already had that with Tony Parker, and almost nobody wanted to grind for that card. Matt Calvin, he's gonna be a glitchy card, but I'm guaranteeing you right now that the dude is not gonna be any close to worth it, because you can barely even use a 6 foot point guard at this stage of MyTeam. So I'm just saying, no matter how juicy they make his defense, the dude can dunk like crazy. The likely chance of anybody using this card on their main rosters is very slim, unless they glitch out his height. But I doubt they'll do that. So draft, meh. I really don't think he's gonna be worth it at all. Now the card that I'm most excited for is Token Mard Dikembe Mutombo. I think Dikembe Mutombo is gonna be that next level type of dude that I think is gonna be able to compete against these centers that we have right now. Especially looking at what we already have this year. Like, this dude came out day one. If y'all saw my last video when I predicted Dikembe Mutombo, also I did predict him. I predicted him as level 40, but we got on a token market, so at least I was right on that part. But we only got one Dikembe Mutombo card this year. That's a gem. And I'm like, if we already look at the card, 7'2", 6'7" wingspan, hot zones from corners and the wing, great finisher, is pretty good shooting, you know, with the 83 pointer, can't play make, but great defender. Like, the dude's gonna be elite with his animations. Jump shot 17 is probably not that great on the card. Like, if they do, I doubt they change his jump shot, but if they make it on like very quick, it could be definitely intriguing to see. Fundamental dribble style, I see them probably keeping that on him unless they want to change it to quick, but I doubt it, just because he's a token card. They don't really make token cards absolutely god tier. But Dikembe Mutombo is definitely going to be a nice 1,000 token card to, I would suggest everybody to pick up, because the dude's going to be elite, especially if you guys put him in a power forward position. I think he's going to be elite. So that's my ranking of, or that's my opinion on all these cards that we see this season. But it's interesting that we haven't seen anything about limited yet, but that's very intriguing. Oh, well, right here, it says right here, limited. You may notice that there's no player list for Zero Gravity. Wow, really? I didn't know that. We've heard the community feedback on the players chosen for limited reward this season, for this year, and for season 6. We want to bring you into the decision-making process for the Dark Matter player. In a couple of weeks, we will hold polls to help decide the player So be on the lookout for more details. Follow 2K on Twitter and the community hub as always. Until then, go get limited for each week. Okay, that's a good thing and a bad thing, and here's my reasoning why. The good thing is that we get to all vote for the card that we want to see as a level 6. So, not level 6, for the limited card. So, for 6 weeks, we're grinding to get these rings for an unknown player, basically. Which I think is definitely a bad thing. But if they release, like, some, juiced cards that we could potentially see, like, for instance, like a point guard Wayne Embry, or like a Giannis that can play, not Giannis, what's it called? A Ben Simmons glitchy, like, shooting Ben Simmons that can play point guard. Like, it could be anybody. It could be anybody. So I think having us have to be in the decision making for it, I think it's a great idea, especially since we're grinding 6 weeks. It's just like, and then it's plus by that 6 week comes, that card is going to be actually up to date with every other card that we get this season. Because all these cards that we're probably going to see right now, day one, are probably going to be outclassed by the end of the season. Besides the limited card, because he's going to be released that Friday of the last season. So that could be very interesting. But the bad thing, I think, the worry thing about it is that if they do post they post the polls on their Twitter page, we all have seen it already with the 75th set. People vote botting other people. That's going to be really, really bad for a lot of people. Because if we all vote for, like, let's say a point guard, shooting guard, Ben Simmons, right? But people vote bot to get, I don't know, center Muggsy Bogues, then it's going to be very, very upsetting for people that, like, grinded those 6 weeks to not even get the card that everybody else wanted. And people just vote botted to get it. So that's kind of my worry. That's my worry about limited, and just seeing what it is. That's my worry. But hopefully it's a little bit more accurate. But we'll find out, I guess, in 6 weeks. So there's that. And then the last thing, one more thing: limited reward play will not be part of the Beyond Level 40 season. It makes sense because it just makes sense. But at the end of the season, option pack will contain all the dark matters for the first time. Y'all, that is great. That is great. So does that mean? So I'm guessing with this saying all dark matters, I'm guessing besides the King and Tumbo, I think like Mark Calvin's gonna be in there. Both the TTO Vault and online cards from day one and like mid-week or mid-season when we get like new updated Vault cards and online cards. All four of them are gonna be in there. Mark Calvin, Jerry Salone, Albert King. But my interesting thing to know is that if we're gonna see James Worthy or Bob in there. Because those are both like you grind 12 and 16, you get 100 wins unlimited or in clutch time. With those, are you still able to get those in that option pack, or is it just like all these like RNG based cards? Like all these RNG based cards are probably gonna be in there, but are these end cards like James Worthy and Bob gonna be in there? That's what's really curious or really unknown to know. Because it says all of them, but at the same time it doesn't mean like. So does that mean like, oh, I don't have to play unlimited at all and I can just get Bob from the pack? Does that mean I don't have to grind 100 wins to get James Worthy? I can just get him from there? It's just very interesting to know if it actually is going to be every single rewards dark matter or just be the RNG based ones. You know what I'm saying? That's what's very interesting. But other than that, though, that's the W. There's other videos about that out there, y'all. I'm just making this one based off of MyTeam. But all around, though, I do think that this MyTeam season definitely could be very interesting. Rating this blog post on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably gonna give it a good. I probably would give it a good like 6.5, maybe 7. My only reasoning for it is that my only reasoning for getting it a 7 is just that if you guys look at the way it is, there's so much stuff that really is unknown. I know they're not gonna give us stuff exactly like pinpoint to like you're getting this day, this that day. I know they're not going to do it like that specifically, but for us, like for this, are we getting 25 new rewards cards every Monday, or are we getting it like 5 per day, or like how exactly is this 25 rewards cards going to be? Like how exactly is it going to be spaced out, or exactly how exactly is it going to be made? That's one thing I don't know. We don't know exactly which one of these cards are going to be like. Or is it going to be like gold to emerald to sapphire to ruby to diamond? Like how exactly are the cards going to be increasing overall? You know what I'm saying? The 9 overall dark matter, is it going to be another vote situation, or is it going to be just, hey, y'all going to find out later on in the year? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that stuff, like that whole paragraph right there is so unknown. You know what I'm saying? Bob, Albert, Mark, all these guys, right? All three of those guys, we never seen them in MyTeam. So it's like, it's unknown to see like, hey, is it gonna be worth having to grind 12 and 16 to get this card? Is it gonna be worth having to play billions of wins to try to in clutch time to get our king? Like, I really don't think Mark Calvin's gonna be even good, but having to see if Mark Calvin gets like 6'6" and can play the point guard, like, you know what I'm saying? And the limited is another big one because like we don't know who Lacard's gonna be, and exactly we don't know exactly what position it's gonna be. Like, it's just so many unknown things in this MyTeam season that looks like might be coming. That kind of worries me a lot, but at the same time, it still is definitely intriguing to see. So, but yeah, 6.57. I would rate this blog post. But yeah, that's just my view, my perspective on it. Thanks you guys for clicking on the video. I appreciate y'all so much. If y'all could leave a like, subscribe to the channel, greatly appreciate it, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.